So welcome students, in today's class we shall be discussing about the legal aspects or the legal requirements to open up a wholesale or a retail drugstore. So now first of all let us start with the legal aspects or requirements dealing with the wholesale drugstore. First of all, what is the minimum qualification? The person must be a registered pharmacist with the State Pharmacy Council. It must be a registered pharmacist with the State Pharmacy Council. See here, it must be a registered pharmacist. So, to become a registered pharmacist, the minimum educational requirement is diploma in pharmacy. The minimum qualification to get registered is diploma in pharmacy from a recognized institute. The recognized institute refers here to the institutes that are officially recognized by Pharmacy Council of India. The third is, for starting a wholesale drugstore, a person must be pass the matriculation examination. That means the person must be 10th pass and as should be having a minimum 4-year experience in selling of drugs in a chemist shop on salary basis. So this has to be provided with the proof such as experience certificate or diploma in or pharmacy and also being registered as a registered pharmacist. The fourth one is a person who have sufficient, students don't confuse in the third one. This refers that if a person is not having diploma pharmacy, then it should have minimum qualification of 10th with minimum 4 years experience or must be a diploma in pharmacy. The fourth point is a person who has sufficient capital and is interested to start a drugstore can also do so by appointing a registered pharmacist. So, if an entrepreneur wants to invest in this business, then he can do so without the degree of pharmacy or diploma of pharmacy. For this, he or she will have to appoint a registered pharmacist on whole time basis, full time job. Now the space requirements, these are not specified in Drugs and Cosmetic Act and Rules of 1945. For a new retail drugstore, desirable area is 10 square meter. So it's generally students 10 square meter. Approximately we can say around 100 to 110 square feet. Minimum area required to open a new wholesale drug store is also 10 square meter. However, the minimum desirable area to open a combined wholesale and retail drug store is 15 square meters. So, students, if we are to open both the wholesale and retail business in a same premises, so the combined area should be minimum 15 square meter, a minimum of 15 square meters. Store arrangements, there should be sufficient number of racks to store the drugs and pharmaceutical preparation. For storage of antibiotics, vitamin products, vaccine, sera, enzymatic preparation and other preparation which are required to be stored at temperature between 2 to 8 degrees Celsius, a refrigerator is necessary. So students, basically the store arrangement should be as per cool and cold storage requirements. These are enlisted in your Drugs and Cosmetic Act. So you can have a look from there. Now, what are the requirements for a retail drugstore? We all know that 10 square meter area is required to open a retail drugstore. So, what are the other essential requirements? A license required to sell, stock or exhibit, sale or distribution of drugs. This is known as drug license number. A drug license should be there. Following documents are needed for a new license. Number 1 is the application. In duplicate on form number 19 of Drugs and Cosmetic Rules 1945, one copy is for biological drugs and other copies for non-biological drugs. Then a fees of 1500 rupees per license, a total of 3000 to be deposited in SBI for the grant of retail sale license. So, a rupees, beta, see here 15 rupees per license. So, you require 2 copies, so you will be submitting 3000 rupees. Attested copy of your diploma in pharmacy, duly recognized by PCI, then registration certificate issued by State Pharmacy Council, then matriculation certificate, that means 10th certificate, then affidavit from a qualified person in case he is an employee of a drugstore. Now, what is this affidavit? On a non-judicial stamp paper duly attested by first class magistrate by each partner in case of partnership concern and by the proprietor himself in case of proprietorship concern. So, these are the legal bindings that you have to submit in written. Legal bindings to be submitted in written. Then the map, a duly attested map from your corporation, municipal corporation, duly signed by proprietor partners of the firm. Then the recent receipt in case of rented premises. In case of rental premises, the proprietor must provide the receipt of the rent. Then a copy of partnership deed in case of a partnership concern, and a purchase receipt of refrigerator, and now air conditioners are also required. There is an addition, air conditioners are also required. So, you will have to show the purchase receipt of refrigerator as well as the air conditioner. Even the PCI is now planning to make it mandatory to wear the white coat. See here, white coat, that is bearing the name of a registered pharmacist who is running the retail pharmacy store. The license is valid for a period of 5 years. It is required to be renewed before its expiry. So, if you are not able to renew your license before the expiry, then you will have to close your premises for a particular time period until your license is renewed, or you will have to get a permission from the drug inspector of your area that for this particular reason you are not able to renew before the expiry. So, it is as per the discretion from the zonal licensing authority and or the drug inspector of that particular area, you can get the permission until your license is renewed. Now, how is this renewal carried out? Now, in duplicate on form number 19, one copy is for biological drugs and other copies for non-biological drugs. So, a total fee of rupees 300 is to be submitted, see here, because you are obtaining 2 licenses, one for biological and other for non-biological drugs. 500 rupees per license late fee if you are not able to renew before the expiry. In case of the first renewal and the latest renewal certificate in case of subsequent. Now, if you are renewing it for first time, then you will have to submit the photocopy of the original license, but if it is the subsequent renewals, then you will have to submit the photocopy of the latest, the previous renewal certificate. The photocopy of original renewal certificate is not required. Affidavit to be given on non-judicial stamp paper by partner if any duly attested by the oath commissioner. Now, students, document required to open a wholesale drug store. What are the various documents required to open a wholesale drug store? Number 1, in duplicate on form number 19, you all know. Then a license fee of 1500 per license. Then the attested copies of your diploma in pharmacy, see here. Registration certificate issued by State Pharmacy Council. Then comes the matriculation certificate. then affidavit from a qualified person in case he is an employee of a drugstore. Now, the affidavit should be on the non-judicial stamp paper if you are opening up the retail pharmacy store in a partnership. Then the blueprint or the plan of the premises, this is the map that is duly attested by local corporations, municipal corporation. Then the receipt for the rental premises and a copy of partnership deed if it is going to be opened up in partnership. Then the purchase receipt of similarly that of refrigerator and an air conditioner, it is also required to be submitted. The original license or renewal license to sell drugs on wholesale basis is valid for 5 years only. So, after 5 years you will have to renew them. It is required to be renewed before its expiry, otherwise you will not be able to open up your retail store for the period until it is renewed. Now, what are the documents that are required? The application on form number 19 in duplicate is required, then a fee of 1500 per license, also late fee of 500 if you are not able to renew it before your expiry. Then the original license for the first renewal and the latest renewal certificate for subsequent renewals, affidavit in case of partnership duly attested by the oath commissioner. Now, what are the original license or renewal license to sell drugs? It is valid up to 31st December of the year. It is always valid up to 31st December of the year following in which it is granted or renewed. See, if you had received your drug license on 1st April 2015, then it will be renewed on the 31st of December 2020. For that whole period it is valid. Now, what are the separate license that are required for retail sale? Number 1, for Schedule C and C1 drugs, a separate license is required. Then Schedule X drugs, these are normally narcotics such as opium derivatives. Then all drugs other than specified in Schedule C and C1 and X. In order to get a license to sell, stock or exhibit for sale or distribute by retail drugs specified in Schedule C and C1, an application is filled on form number 21 and form number 21B is filled to apply for the license to Schedule C C1 drugs by wholesale. So, form number 21 is for retail and 21B for wholesale. The drugs which are covered under Schedule X cannot be sold on retail except on the prescription of a registered medical practitioner, and you will have to maintain a separate record. Maintain a separate record for such prescriptions. Similarly, to get a license to sell, stock or exhibit for sale or distribute drugs by retail other than those specified in C and C1, an application is required in the form 20 and 20B. For C and C1 it is 21 and 21B, but in case of drugs those specified other than in Schedule C and C1, form number 20 and 20B is required. 20 for retail and 20B for wholesale purpose. So students, that was all about the legal requirements and legal aspects to open up a retail drugstore. In our next class, we shall be discussing about the purchasing procedure. What will be the purchase procedure, or how to open the purchase requisition for procurement of drugs in our pharmacy store. So till then, revise the concepts and learn them.